Hey. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Berto, how you feeling,
Just
man?
like that, man. We're back.
Talk to me. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling fabulous.
You feeling fabulous?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Are you gonna adjust me? Center me? How do I look? How do I look? I'm ready. Fucking Fashion Week.
That's it.
See that?
Fashion
It's
week.
Fashion Week in the Masters of None fucking studio.
Toes out. And
Yeah.
you got
It's almost summertime.
your boy Justin in the
Yeah,
building.
how you doing, man?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. But, you know, it's a Mass and None podcast.
Yeah, it's episode 190. 190. It's raining. It's going to be raining all week. Welcome to New York, where our weather is fucking weird.
Yeah, it's not only weird, it can be treacherous.
Yeah. Dude, it was hot over the weekend.
Yeah, I know.
It was beautiful outside.
Absolutely.
Debated opening up the fucking swimming pool.
That's it.
It was so nice outside. And now, here we are. We're going to fucking flash flood warnings all week.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, things are going to be broken. Like, everybody who doesn't have flooding insurance is on the fucking horn right now with the insurance company trying to figure out how to add that shit to their house because things are going to be underwater. Mark my words. It's Tuesday. It's early in the week. The rain has just begun.
Yeah, nah, they're already being told that's an act of God.
Yeah.
That's an act of God. We don't cover that act of God.
I heard we're going to get at least a fucking Jason Love amount of fucking rain. It's
Oh my
13
goodness.
inches.
Jeez.
You know? That's not to be fucking played around with. That's a deep amount of rain.
Sure is a deep amount of rain.
Yeah. That's going to reach right into the fucking Earth's cervix. The New York section, like our cervix, goes right past it. That's how much rain that is.
It is. It's a good amount. And so with that said, let's get this intro out of the way. Let's get these announcements out of the way so this way we can get to work on the show.
Real quick, shout out to Chris. Yeah. Shout out to Derek's podcast. Shout out to Suffolk County Green Team.
Let's do it. I love it. So Mass and None Podcast, episode 190. And we are live here. Happy Tuesday. Live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. And we just want to implore everyone that's watching this, anybody that may not be, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the notification bell so every time we go live, you never, ever miss a video. And if you can't watch us here live on YouTube, on Kick, or on Twitch, which we really, come on, tell them, how important is it, this chat?
So important.
This chat and this engagement from the audience.
Without the chat, I feel like it drives the podcast.
I love it.
If the chat starts going crazy, I start saying crazy things, I might throw something racist out.
Yeah, you never know.
You
bro.
never know. I'm going to fucking, someone's getting sexually harassed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. When the chat gets crazy, I turn into like a 2005 P. Diddy, just running the streets, getting fucking wild.
So, but if you can't participate in the live chat on our YouTube channel, our Kick, our Twitch, make sure that you guys check out the audio version on all your favorite audio podcast platforms. That's Spotify, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, anywhere that you find your favorite podcasts. And if you don't find us on your favorite audio podcast platform, Berto, let them know.
Join the Discord and harass us until we place a podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform. And with that being said, let the show begin.
Ooh, I think I want to have a little smoke effect.
Yeah, I wish we had some fucking CGI shit going on.
Yeah, don't worry, man. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
But that's what we got, man. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I don't remember really what I did. I didn't really do anything too much. We went out to eat Sunday night, which was nice.
Which was actually bomb. Took a friend of ours out for his birthday. Had some Japanese barbecue.
Yeah, not like Korean barbecue. Not all you could eat like I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But it's very good.
Yeah, they're not all the same people, guys.
Yeah, it's important to understand that one of them is all you could eat.
That's it. Korean barbecue and Japanese barbecue are different. Just for our friends that like to think everyone's the same. You know what I'm saying? It's very different.
Same at all.
But it was delicious, though.
Yeah, looked the same.
Come on.
But very different.
Yeah, Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Is that how you say it? Wagyu?
I don't know how you say it. You know what's
Wagyu?
so funny? There's like this like I feel like Wagyu, like America's taken it and it's become like the like organic stamp. Because like now you see like American Wagyu, which like doesn't even exist. That's like not a real thing, right? Wagyu cow is a kind. It's a cow from a certain place, right? It comes from like years and years of them like breeding these cows and you know treating them a certain way. I don't know if they fucking give them rub downs. I don't know if they got somebody on staff fluffing these things. I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is that they're doing over there, that's Wagyu beef, right? And then there's grades within that. When they just say like American Wagyu, that would be like if I bought like a German Shepherd from Germany and I was like, yo, I'm making like American Shepherds over here. It's like, wait, no, that's not. You can't just buy one of these and make it fuck another one in your backyard and then call it like the American that.
Damn, I'm thinking to myself because I went on a kick and I researched this kind of thing for a little while a minute ago.
Oh, you're a Wagyu fucking connoisseur?
No,
you're a Wagarian?
No. That's it. And I fly on flaming flank steaks.
Yeah.
That's what I do. No. I looked into it. I think the majority of Wagyu, I want to say, I could be wrong. I want to say it comes from America. Like, I want to say that there's only a few places elsewhere, and they don't even call them Wagyu. They call them something else. They call them... Damn it. I wish I had more information.
I'm pretty sure it comes from Japan. I could be fucking wrong.
Yes.
You know, I've never actually had like the legit Wagyu. Like the A5 or I'm sure whatever we had over the weekend, like that wasn't fucking... It was good. It was delicious. I don't know the difference. But I don't think it was the real fucking Swagoo.
Yes. You're 100% correct, and which I knew as well. But I feel like now America has kind of gotten involved, like you were saying, and I think they're just making a ton of it. They're making bootleg Wagyu.
Yeah, it's just a fugazi. How are we making... Now the tables have turned.
Yes.
Asia's... Primarily, you know, if you find something bootleg, you assume that it was made somewhere in Asia. Now the tables have turned. We're taking their beef and we're bootlegging it over here.
Yes, it's clear from what I'm... Because clearly it came from Japan. Check if the chat has any info on this. So it came from Japan.
Chris says Wagyu's good, but it's overrated. And at least in Biden's America, I don't want to take out a mortgage for dinner. You know what's fucking crazy?
In Biden's America. Yo, I know, man.
We were just talking about this over the weekend. I went to fucking Costco's.
Motherfuckers with careers, you know, are sitting here talking about the price of prime steaks.
Yo, it's so crazy.
It's ridiculous. I should be able to order prime steaks on my worst week.
I fucking worked too hard.
Yeah. No,
to not be able to fucking... So I go to the supermarket, right? And... I hadn't been to the supermarket in a little bit. My chick normally does all the grocery shopping. But this day, I felt like I wanted to piss her off. And what a better way to piss her off than to go to the supermarket with her. So I said, hey, honey, hit the passenger seat. I'm coming. Go to the supermarket. Dude, the whole time I'm there, I'm just bitching about all the prices. Yo, to the point that my chick was like, yo, enough. I don't want to fucking hear you talk about how expensive that shit is. It's like a turn off. She's like, that shit's like, she's like, stop. It's like embarrassing. Yeah. Because, dude, she's like, oh, go pick out some steaks. And I come back and I'm like, I'm not buying any of these steaks.
Yeah.
It's just too much money.
Yeah, you can't, it's hard to justify that in your mind, right? It's hard to be like, you know what? I'm going to pay this because I want it that bad. It's like, nah, I don't really need it. Dude, I think I'm good with some burgers tonight.
It was $50.
Yeah.
For 4 fucking sirloins.
That's crazy.
Sirloins? Dude, I used to get like fillets for that fucking price.
Bro, I used to get New York strips USDA Prime from Costco for $45, bro. $45. ¿Dónde va? Oh, okay. For $45. I think it's kind of good, right?
It's not bad.
Yeah, it was better than I thought. Yeah, you got the right idea. The original way you were going. Right there. I like it there. I like to see a little bit of the Lowell Ave. You know what I mean?
You like to be a little off center.
Yeah, I like a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a little fucking... That's a Meek Mill angle.
That's
the alleged Philadelphia rapper who once dated Nicki Minaj angle. You know, I'm not going to say Meek. But
So what do you want to do? You want to use this to transition into
I would love to keep talking about meat and how I can't afford it.
But instead, we're going to talk about the meat and how take that.
Yeah,
Where's taking that?
We'll never get to all the topics if we just sit here and concentrate on meat for the rest of the night.
Very true.
First topic.
We're
going to talk about it. P. Diddy, back in the fucking news. The fucking 5th lawsuit.
Yeah.
In like sub 12 months. The Cassie one was the one that started it off.
Yeah. And
she was the whistleblower.
You know what's funny is I read, actually I didn't watch it, but I read a video title from the Joe Budden podcast, and they said,
has to be accurate. What did he say?
No, just that it said that it was an opinion statement, and it says like, did he open the floodgates by settling? By settling out of court.
Yeah, they're saying that because he paid Cassie, settled out of court. Her story was fucking crazy though.
It ain't crazier than Lil Rod or whatever his name is. What's the name?
What's the story?
The producer.
I don't know that one.
What do you mean? That's the new lawsuit. $30 million.
The only thing I know about the new lawsuit,
he's the one alleging all this stuff.
The only thing I know is that they're saying that the Meek Mill part of it is the only thing I know about it.
And the thing is, Meek Mill hasn't even been named.
Well,
this is strictly the media running with this. We don't know.
Well, in the court documents it says like the names are blanked out, but it says a prominent Philadelphia rapper who once dated Nicki Minaj. It ain't Wiz Khalifa, and it's not fucking Lil Uzi Vert. Who else would it be?
Well, we don't. You never know.
I'm not saying it's Meek Mill.
I don't want to go out here announcing Philadelphia rappers, but there's been a lot of prominent Philadelphia rappers. If you ask me.
Not that publicly dated Nicki Minaj.
Did they say publicly?
But they say he dated her, and when you think about her career, like she's been in a relationship for like all of her career. She dated Meek Mill, Safari, then Meek Mill, then back to Safari, or whatever the timeline goes, and now she's married to this new guy. So it's not like she was like out. And listen, I'm not saying it's Meek Mill, but when that shit hit the fucking when the press got a hold of that, Meek Mill immediately took to Twitter to tell everybody how not gay he is.
Yeah,
he was talking wild shit, talking about like he fucks 2 bitches a day.
Yeah, he was like, if you see me with a chick, I'm smashing.
Yeah,
you see me with anybody, I'm smashing. I love women. Like I was like, man, but that's a crazy rumor floating around, right?
Bro,
you gotta sit with your boys and think about like, do I address this or do I not? I mean,
dude, there's nothing gayer than saying how not gay you are.
True.
He backed himself in the court. I'm not gay. You guys think I'm gay? True. I love pussy. Yeah. I fuck 2 girls a day.
Yeah, no, you're right. But you gotta say, like, people have straight up already named him in this. Like, he's 100% involved. We have no idea, given those videos have looked a little shady. Of like, he's always looking, he's like got his head on like the side of the pool while Diddy's videoing him, and he's like, yeah, he's saying crazy stuff. Diddy's saying crazy stuff to him. He's like, yeah, daddy, and shit. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what is going on?
The
like,
daddy thing was crazy.
I'm like, oh no. Did you see them? First of all, both of them trying to dive was hilarious. Can we talk about both of them diving in the pool?
Are the 2 most unathletic people you've ever met.
That shit looked like the rapper Olympics. That was ridiculous.
Dude, how funny. You know what it is too, is that the internet they love to take out of context like pictures and like, snippets of like, interviews and just put them out there with no context and let the people run with it. Because the truth is like, we don't know if it's Meek Mill or not.
No,
right?
We have no idea. And
all the evidence points to him. But, man, he needs a better PR team, dude. He needs a fucking publicist to tell him, hey, if you keep saying you're not gay, people are going to think you're gay. You got to lean into it. I know you didn't wear that sweater because you genuinely like it. You wore that today to show the people you're a supporter, not one of them. Which, if you were, there'd be nothing wrong with it.
Yo, come on,
I'm
man.
kidding. I like that sweater.
This sweater right here, you don't like it?
No, I do like it. I was just fucking.
Yeah, come on, man.
I was just trying to
figure out what tribe I'm with.
Are you?
Stop.
I don't know.
But
You were like the last Mohegan in that shit. I'll tell you right now.
Come on, the last of the Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
You know.
That's super funny. No, I love your sweater. I don't want the
Thank
people
you
out
so
there
much.
to fucking.
Nah, the people ain't listen, man. The people already know what time it is, man. Come on, I look like I snowboard, but I also could camp.
Yeah, that shit looks like a limited edition Patagonia that doesn't have the tag on it, but people know.
What I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
You see, that's the point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look like I know at least 3 knots.
That shit's, is that the fucking purple label of the sweaters? All right.
You know what time it is, bro.
Do you want to, there's so much more to talk about Diddy. I don't know if you want to go on this Diddy rampage.
I mean, we could go on the Diddy thing. I mean, the thing is with Diddy is there's a lot of allegations. Did you see all the Cuba Gooding Jr. stuff with this producer? And yeah, apparently, the producer is alleging a lot of stuff. So just to give you a little context, 'cause it sounds like you're unaware of like the newest one that's alleging a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
this young,
loop me in. I'm acting unaware for the audience.
Yes,
I really
playing
know this
devil's
all.
advocate.
Yeah, let me hear it, Justin. Tell me about who did Diddy canoodle this week?
I'm going to tell you right now. So there's this producer, this young producer, and I want to make sure I get his name right. This young producer by the name of
yes, by the name of young producer. All right, we got a young producer with a name.
Yes,
and he's alleging things about Diddy.
2 words, movie. Now I want to say his name was Little Rod, but I don't want to misconstrue that name. But anyway, this young producer. He's alleging all this crazy stuff that Diddy tried to assault him. A girl, Young Miami, that was with Diddy, was trying to assault him in front of Diddy, sexually assault him. He says that Diddy left him on a yacht where they were all on a yacht, him, Cuba Gooding Jr., and the producer, and he's making beats. Because I don't know if you're aware of the story. This producer was living with Diddy from September to November while they were working on the Love album.
Okay.
So during this time, he's saying all this stuff happened. So he's saying they went out on a yacht together, and that Diddy left him and Cuba Gooding Jr. together and said, Cuba Gooding Jr., like, you guys should get to know each other now. And leaves the room. And then there's even a picture of Cuba Gooding Jr. with his arm around him on the yacht while he's making beats. Like with his arm around him, looking all like disheveled. His bow tie is all sideways. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Does he get down like that though?
I don't know. Apparently, that's what this thing seems to be exposing, is that a lot more people get down like this than people knew, or allegedly. Because I don't want to incriminate people, because I do not want to be one of those people that jumps on a bandwagon and starts to accuse people of things that we don't know are true. Because this is stuff that's crazy.
I mean, isn't that something that rich people do? Like introduce their friends to their other friends and tell them to be rich together? Like, doesn't that seem that it's more likely that Diddy was on this boat and then he went to go get some tang and he was like, all right, guys, listen, y'all both my boys and shit, but I got to go. I'll be back. Fucking kick it for a little bit.
Yeah, well, the question comes into the situation when this producer is saying that he then proceeded to grope him and touch him and do crazy stuff.
Cube?
Yeah, that Cuba Gooding Jr. had done that to him. So again, these are allegations. He also alleges that there was a 2022 shooting that involved Diddy and his son at a studio, that they had gotten into some kind of altercation in the bathroom with Diddy's son's friend, and then gunshots rang out, and then Diddy and his son walked out of the bathroom, and Diddy's son's friend was in fetal position on the floor bleeding. And this producer is saying that happened. Police and everybody say that the shooting took place down the street with somebody trying to rob the kid. So, but then they also say that Diddy hid out in one of the other studios until the police finished their investigation and left. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, I don't really know. But so there are all these details that I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
They're saying he had like secret cameras in his house too, right?
Yes, on some Epstein stuff, that he would have parties with underage girls and there'd be people there. And I went through a timeline. NPR posted a timeline, and we know NPR is super left and liberal. So they'd be the last ones to print anything bad, about a Diddy type of character.
Yeah, but people don't forget.
Yeah, they don't. But, so they posted this entire timeline about him, about all these different things he was involved in. Like Rod was even saying that this producer Rod was saying that
Lil Rod is wild too. That name, that's crazy.
Yeah, he even admit I don't know if it's little or if it's young. I don't know. What
Young Rod is even crazier.
Yeah, Lil Young Rod.
That's crazy.
But he was saying that Diddy even said to him that J-Lo snuck the burner into the club that night and handed it to him when the beef popped off.
Oh, yeah?
And then Diddy let the shots off and made Shine take the fall.
Didn't
he
Cassie
said like
allege-
Diddy was bragging about that when they were partying one night.
Yeah.
He was like,
this
yo,
Puerto
J-Lo
Rican chick.
brought the burner in, bro. Like, hey.
Didn't Cassie allege that she did some kind of like smuggling or stuff like that for him too? Made him
Yeah, there
hold
were
drugs
allegations
and-
there, but that's she was proclaiming that it was forced.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, hey, listen, maybe that's been his MO from the beginning. Everything's an ask until you say no, and then it's like, oh, I wasn't asking you.
Yeah, true
like
story.
Take that.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation to be in, right? Because when you don't want to be in that situation, it's like terrible. But if Diddy was to pick me, right, and he put me on a boat with Cuban Gooding Jr., and I'm not saying I want to be touched by this man, but I just feel like there's an opportunity there for advancement. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my bank account could really benefit from being stuck on a yacht with Mr. Gooding Jr.
Could be worse, I imagine.
Yeah.
So listen, maybe we should ask this question.
Yeah.
Who's in the chat? Let's see who's in the chat. Listen, so if let's say you happen to theoretically somebody was some kind of an artist or had a podcast that they were trying to get more people to or get more exposure for, would these, if you were hypothetically a person with a podcast,
Yeah. Two people with podcasts.
two people with a podcast, with a producer that sometimes shows up and sometimes doesn't. If you were one of these people, if you were one of these people with, with one of these podcasts, what would you allow Diddy to get away with if it meant that your podcast would blow up?
Yeah. Like you guys are on a meeting with Dilly. He's like, oh, come on in, daddy. Yeah. Sit down. Go ahead. Take a seat.
Yeah.
And then he just starts getting crazy. He starts touching your leg. Like, how far do you let this go? I'm going to make that podcast pop, daddy. And he's just sitting in between both of you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make that podcast pop. And he's telling you everything you want to hear. What you guys want? Viewers? Y'all want viewers? What do you want? It's like, yeah, we want viewers. You're looking for sponsors? Yeah, sponsors. Y'all like Nike? I like Nike. It's like, yeah, I like Nike. Yeah, we're going to get Nike. Imagine both of you just running in the field wearing full Nike tech. Y'all from New York, right? Y'all like Nike. It's like, how far do we let Diddy go? I don't know. And then do we now, when he doesn't pull through on his deal, because that seems to be what's happening here, right? Because not when you pull through on a deal, there's not a lot of people complaining at the end. When he doesn't pull through with that fucking Nike deal for these people.
Facts.
Then they fucking hit the courts, sue, make these allegations. Is that something that is it?
I don't know. I mean, it seems to me that nobody's pursuing criminal charges. People seem to only
Want the money.
pursue civil charges. But do you know that there was a law that was passed in New York
Yeah.
that
Survivors
kind of
Act or something like that?
open these floodgates? They were saying that it would kind of, it allowed, I think, a year or so for a person that claimed this to come forward and sue for monetary damages. But, I mean, how far? I mean, listen.
Dude, the second person, I think, that sued him
Yeah.
him like a day before the deadline.
Really?
It was the day before she filed.
Wow. That means she had dinner with her mom and her mom's friends.
Dude, that means
And
that
they're
fucking...
like, get that money, girl. Get that bag.
Yeah, dude, she knew it. Fucking, there was somewhere in a land far away, Farnsworth Bentley is fucking coming down the side of a building with his umbrella, rushing to Diddy to tell him, like, we had one day, but she filed.
Yo, that umbrella, I want to know where Farnsworth falls in this scandal.
He's involved somehow.
Hey, Farnsworth Bentley, listen, now I'm not going to say I don't want to incriminate anybody, but I have to ask. It begs the question.
Yeah. Was he
And-
down? Is that what you're going to ask me?
I want to, he was around a lot, wasn't he? He was around a lot.
He was around a lot. They were talking about him, and I can't remember if he had positive or negative things to say about Diddy. But I don't know. Fonz, he looks like, I don't know. I'm going to get to the next topic before I fucking start saying crazy shit.
Check the comments. You got the comments on there, or you left your phone over there?
Yeah.
Take a look at the comments.
Let's
Let's take a look at the chat.
read the chat real quick. That's Bottom Doggy's ultimate dream. Did you guys see what that dude Dylan was saying about being on the Chappelle show? Oh, Dylon. Dude, did you see that? Dylon
Nah.
You know who Dylon is, right?
Dylon, and Dylon.
Perfect.
Yeah, I know Dylon.
Yo, I think he's from Brentwood. Or
Yeah,
like,
I've chilled with him before.
that's okay.
I've chilled with him before.
All right. So this is going to be even better. He recently did an interview, and he was essentially like alleging that skit that Dave Chappelle did like ruined his career.
Oh, 100% it did.
They say that he was like, nobody would take him seriously anymore. And he said the wildest part was, I didn't even say that shit. He goes, when you say something and then a comedian like does a joke about it and you said it, he like reenacts it. It's funny. He goes, but I never said I'm the top 5 rappers alive. You know what I'm saying?
It was exaggerated. It was comedy because he, the way he was in them interviews, that's what Chappelle wrote on.
Dave Chappelle shit on him. When you rewatch it, I rewatched it. And he's in the studio, he's in the booth talking about aram tam ting, aram tam tam.
Bro, aram pan ting, aram pan tang. Bro, I know it's wrong.
Wyclef walks in there and he starts joking that you're too close, man. Dude, it's so funny. But he essentially said that like for a long time he ruined his career. Nobody was taking this seriously. Nobody wanted to pick up his phone calls because he had that stigma. That moment was bigger than he was as an artist. It essentially took over him. People didn't know him for his music anymore. But not that, he had a huge following before that, but I don't know if he did.
But his opportunity to do so was dampened.
Exactly, because that people knew him more for Dylon, and Dylon than they knew him for any of his music.
It's crazy that we're kind of in that part of I don't know, of society, so to speak, or where we're at, because it happened to Nickelback. Remember what happened to Nickelback? Nickelback had #1 hits. You remember that band?
Yeah.
And then they were in a skit.
Lithograph. Is that them?
Yeah, exactly. They were in a skit where somebody said they were like the worst band in the world. And everybody just made fun of them from that point on.
Yeah. You know what it is?
And just clowned you for liking Nickelback.
Because everybody thought that you liked them too. And then they realized, wait, y'all know this is shit? It's like, oh, yeah, this is dog shit.
I don't think it was that bad. I think Nickelback was all right.
Know them. I do
Come
know
on,
that.
look at this photograph.
One thing I know about that is
look at it makes me laugh.
Whoever sings that song should stop smoking cigarettes, because that shit sounded like that guy. I remember being in high school and like being in a class with people and all of us making fun of him because he just sounded like he smoked like 30 packs of cigarettes a day. So look at this photograph. It was just like either you're on all the testosterone or you're fucking smoking way too many fucking bogeys.
See, to me, I think it was the songwriting that was very Dr. Seuss-ish that I think people started to clown.
Okay.
I don't know
anything about them.
Yeah. I mean, it was a band that they had pop rock records. And then that just ruined them. I think it was an interview where somebody really clowned them and then it completely stuck. Maybe somebody knows. Nickelback is not better than Creed. Watch your mouth. Daniel Ramos?
What's mad funny is I was going to say, what about Creed? Because I don't know about Creed either. For the people at home, I want you guys to know something. Growing up, my parents only let me listen to La Mega 97.9. So, because...
How about 93.1?
I also listened to that. But, so I only listened to Spanish music like growing up. I didn't know anything. I knew about rap, because I did have a radio in my room, but like when we were in the house, when we're in the car, like we're only allowed to listen to that. So I'm like oblivious to any like American like rock or like I just don't know anything about it. I hear the songs in movies and I remember them, but I don't know who the bands are. So like you saying like Creed, I remember, only thing I know about Creed is that everybody used to make fun of them because they suck. Is that true?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. I grew up, I liked Creed when I was younger, man. I'm a few years older than you, but I liked Creed. Creed was good.
What's one of their hit songs? What would I know them by?
Arms Wide Open.
How's it go?
With arms wide open under the sunlight.
I don't.
Welcome to this place.
Is that the
I'll
song?
Show you everything. You don't know that song? He's singing about
you give
his
me an Aerosmith
kids.
vibe, though.
He's singing about a newborn kid he had because it was like a Christian rock band on the low, which I didn't know.
Of course they
till I was
fucking
older.
suck.
Nah, but listen to the words, man. He's just saying with arms wide open like his new kid is born.
Bro.
Under the sunlight, welcome to this place. I'll show you everything.
Dude, you sound
With
just like
arms
the
wide
character that
open.
Paul Rudd played
Come
in that
on.
movie, This Is 40, where he's trying to like they're listening to like fucking Cardi B, and he's trying to tell his family, like, no, that's not music. You have to listen to this. And he'll play like a song like that. He goes, but listen to the lyrics. It's like, dude, if you got to say that, it's like, that shit ain't good.
I thought it was they had good records, man. If you listen, you're a dad and you don't appreciate that song, that's awful.
I just don't know it. I just don't know it. I
Get
don't
in
know the
chat.
song.
I'm going to send it to you. What's the chat got
I
going
know,
on?
listen, unless somebody was blasted off into space and that shit played in the background of the movie, I'm not going to know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I get it. If it wasn't on a race video, on a car racing video or something like
I'm
that.
not
If it
gonna
wasn't
know
on yeah, I get it. Look, catch up on the chat, man.
All right.
You're good. You're better at reading than me. I can't read.
No, I misread a bunch of shit. They said, yeah, Spaz says, whoa, wah. Looks like those cabinets behind you got a blue pill treatment. Nice. Yes.
Yes, we lifted them tangs.
We listen to the people.
That's
all
it.
right?
We listen to the people, man. We gotta listen to people, man.
We had it on our to-do list, but
That's
we moved it up because it was important to us.
That's right. We went and bumped that thing up, cleared the schedule a little sooner, got it done.
Yeah, that's so fucking funny that that Dylon thing, because I had just fucking seen that the other day. I want to talk about Oregon recriminalizing drugs.
You didn't read the rest of the chats.
There's more. All right.
Dave says Nickelback and Creed blow. Come on, look what Spaz says. I think he's giving me props for my singing.
But he's not playing the guitar, shaking my head.
That's actually on point for the song. Props, Spaz said.
Yeah,
See
well,
that?
listen.
He's giving me love. And then Daniel's on here says, yeah, see, because he said it sucks. And then I sang it and he said, yeah, see, they still suck.
You're very music inclined. I've already known that about you, but for the people at home, now you know. Justin's got some pipes on him, and he's got a pipe on him.
Yeah, come on, man. Got pipes everywhere. You know?
Can we talk about Oregon? Because
Let's do it.
I think this is kind of funny.
I think it's funny too.
When you backpedal shit, but you know what? In order to succeed in life, you must take risk. You know,
Yes.
When you want to fucking be a trendsetter, you gotta take a risk. When the first man invented a G-string, he didn't know that it was gonna go off the way it did. But look at where we are now.
He was just short on material.
He was short of material, and he did what he could do with what he had. Oregon comes out and they say, you know what? We're going to solve this drug problem.
That's right.
All right? Because we're putting way too many people in jail for it.
That's right.
We're going to decriminalize it.
Absolutely.
You get caught with
Done.
a little bit of crack, we're going to give you a ticket. And you could decide to pay it, or you could call a hotline. Right? You could call the hotline. I'm sure motherfuckers had like a laminated brochure in their pocket where they had all the answers so that you're not a drug addict. They said, do you take drugs every day? Do I take drugs every day? No. It's like, okay. Are you reading from something? Am I reading from something? No. Like they definitely had a map at
for
some
100%.
point. But they're recriminalizing it because it didn't work. Shocker. You can't just let people smoke crack. They said that people were like that. It was like prevalent. Like you could see it was like happening more in the street because at this point it's just a ticket. Why not?
Yeah.
Bro, overdoses were up by like 43%. How do you almost
Wait, they went up 43%?
Yes.
While they legalized it
Yes.
or decriminalized.
Decriminalized
What
it.
is the difference between decriminalize and legalize?
It's not a criminal offense anymore.
But they could still get paid. They could give you a ticket for smoking rock.
You could get, but you're just not going to go to jail for it. In New York, it was decriminalized for a long time too.
Huh.
Not all drugs, but you look at the way cannabis flows. It's like we had decriminalization at one point, and now we're recreationally legal. I think that they were like in the starting grounds, right? They were decriminalizing it, seeing how it goes, and they had to pull back because it got crazy. Thailand pulled back recreational cannabis too.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Damn. Once it became legal, I don't think I ever really considered that they would pull it back and say that it's illegal. I didn't think they'd go back on that.
Yeah. I mean, you think about like the prohibition of alcohol. They had it, they didn't have it, and now they're back at it. So there's still hope.
And now they're about to do to-go drinks. You see, like Governor Hochul in New York was thinking about doing like drive-thrus for drinks or something like that.
Drive-through. That's what we need.
You could just pull up and just like get some, maybe not a drive-through, but like windows where you could do carry-out drinks at bars.
Yeah, him and the fucking CEO of the fucking cereal company. Her and the cereal and the what's the name of the company?
Kellogg's.
Yeah, her and the Kellogg company. Those guys must be fucking brainstorming ideas together.
Did you see what Kellogg's was up to?
These dickheads are telling us we can eat that shit for dinner. Is that what you're gonna tell me?
The CEO.
You can save money by eating cereal for dinner.
Yeah, cereal for dinner. This is what they're trying to tell us, to eat that crap for dinner while that guy's eating fillets and that guy's eating strip steaks and lobster.
Dude, what the fuck is cereal? What is in that shit? How do they make it?
It's human kibble.
Dude, they make that
That's
shit
what that
in a
is.
fucking lab, dude. That shit's a science experiment. What the fuck is in cereal? Somebody please tell me. And don't just, it's like, what is it, just corn? What is it? Nobody could recreate that. People are making a lot of shit at home. People are fucking making souffles. They're making that fucking chocolate lava cake from Applebee's. People are out here doing the wildest shit. Nobody's making cereal at home.
Nobody's making cereal at
Because
home.
you can't recreate that shit.
No, I'm telling you, it's done. It's got to be done like the same way kibble is made.
Dude, the fucking goddamn Keebler elves aren't even fucking making this shit.
No, they have no idea how to do it.
There's no nutritional value in that shit because it's sawdust.
That's it. 100%. That's what it is. It's particle board.
Dude, that shit, you'll die of the same shit that people died from eating too many pigeons. You know, like the pigeon shit where there's just not enough fat in them to keep you alive.
Because they're too lean.
Yeah, that's what happens when you eat fucking cereal for dinner every week.
I watched Alone, and the dude was eating moose. He killed a moose.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this guy's going to win. Bro, he was still malnourished because he had no fat.
Yeah.
Because moose is so lean. Mm-hmm. He was eating meat out of the thing's skull to try to get fat content.
Yeah, the goddamn Wolverine stole his fat bucket.
Yeah, you believe that? He bodied that thing, though.
Excellent
He bodied that Wolverine. But yeah, dude, it's crazy that guy was coming out and saying, eat cereal for dinner.
To save money.
But, you know, he's the CEO. He's depending on this to keep his yacht and shit like that. You know, he's got to try to sell cereal.
Yo, but that's
his job.
It's such we live in too weird of a time. And I want to say that I think we're going back to like not being, I think that wokeness, and it's not just me, this is like all over, it's been like recently all over the internet, that like we're going back from wokeness. Like we're de-wake. We're going back to sleep. Are we not woke anymore? Whatever the fucking opposite is, that's what's going on.
Yeah. Wokeness is really just a level of retardation that they've just like classified as something else. They've just rebranded being an idiot, a complete idiot, as woke.
Yeah. But they're saying
happened.
like if you didn't see the, and I don't want to mispronounce her name. What is it? Sydney Sweeney. Did you see the video of her on SNL?
I have no idea who that is. Sydney who?
Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. She's not an actress.
She's an actress.
She's an actress. She's not a blonde, is she?
She's
a
she
blonde.
does have
She doesn't have blue eyes, does she?
That's interesting. She does have blue eyes.
Oh. Have no idea who she is.
Yeah. She's like real smart.
Ah, gotcha. Very well read.
Very well read.
And the books are real.
They're 100% real. They're one of the fucking nicest, well-maintained books I've ever seen.
Leather-bound?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
I bet she pulled those books out and it smells like rich mahogany.
I bet.
Anyways, she did a skit on SNL where she's like dressed as like a Hooters girl.
Is this available?
It's available. It's on the on the interwebs. I'm not a huge SNL guy, but what I will say is that people are saying like her doing that skit just proves that we're becoming less woke because like people aren't saying that like she, we're sexualizing her or this or that. It's like we're leaning back in the direction where we were at when Hooters was even an acceptable thing, because I feel like 9 months ago, if somebody would have, Hooters really made it through this, but if somebody would have even whispered Hooters, there would have been people outside of that fucking building with signs talking about, you don't got to do this to yourself, girls.
Yeah, that might be true, but that guy probably holds weight, whoever owns a company. But yeah, I could see that. I think it's definitely been more than 9 months as well. Like this whole thing, this kind of been a slow play.
No, I'm saying if you just would have went back 9 months, you could have went back fucking 18 months.
Yeah, you're right.
You
You're right.
The same thing.
You're right. You're right. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that people have realized that handicapping comedy and things like that by just not allowing people to say certain things, and it's just now it's affecting the rate of return. It's affecting the revenue.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching this stuff anymore because it's just not funny.
Yeah, dude, you even look at, not to fucking say that SNL is dragging us out of this fucking, situation that we're in, but you look at the Shane Gillis, intro, it was very, not what people would consider, PC nowadays, and it went off well.
Yeah, very true. No,
both sides, the thing is that both sides of the coin, both sides of these teams that have developed, right, that hate each other, let's just call them the red and the blue, both sides think that shit's funny. And then it's like, oh, what are we arguing about?
Because we're trying to get back to comedy.
Yeah. That's
what's funny.
Yeah.
We all find common ground. We all experience the same things, similar situations. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah. I almost went too far and made an abortion joke. I was right on the fucking cusp of fucking just blurting it out. I'm not going to say it, but you guys know I was right there. If we start getting some money, you guys will start getting abortion jokes.
Yeah, that's it. Let's catch up on this chat real quick, man.
All right. I guess I'll catch up on it. I'm the fucking... Let's see what we got here.
You got to do something, all right?
You're right.
No, I'm just kidding. No, you're bringing a lot of topics, man. I appreciate it. That Book of Sonics is magic tonight.
Where'd you leave off? The one good thing about COVID was the take-home alcohol. That was a thing during COVID, though. You could go to the fucking bar and get a fish bowl to go. I got something to say on SNL. This is covered up by the heart. There's some guy that was on who played a special needs kid's YouTube. I don't fuck with that shit. It's not funny. Are you talking about, I think he's talking about, are you talking about Shane Gillis? Where he was talking about people with autism? Was it autism or?
Which one? Who said that?
It's the last thing.
Daniel said that?
Jeffy,
he said.
Oh, Jeffy. Jeffy's the kid. I think Jeffy no, I'm thinking about Mad TV. I don't know who Jeffy is. Honestly, I'm going to keep it a stack. I don't watch SNL. I know. I watched my first segment of SNL the other night at Justin's house for the first time in my life. I've never seen SNL before live. I've seen clips on the internet.
Yeah.
But I've never watched it.
We were watching the fights, right? And then Shane Gillis was on with 21 Savage. So we cut back from the fights to watch the SNL.
Yeah, we only watched the intro. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with that as well.
He's only popular because parents aren't paying attention. Every time I see my son listening to that, I made him turn it off. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. So Jeffy, there's a character, I guess, on SNL. On YouTube.
Not to get too far away from, I'm going to look up Jeffy, make sure my fucking kid's not watching that shit. Not to get too far from this topic, but going to something else. Did you see Jorge Masvidal was doing a meet and greet, and one of the fans asked him to leg kick him, to calf kick him?
Oh, he calf kicked him?
Yeah. Before we get into this, what happened with this fan, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about fans going up to these fighters and being like choke me to sleep or give me a calf kick?
To be honest with you, I think it's completely fine.
I think it's fucking cool. I want him to calf kick me too.
Yeah, I think it's cool, and I think that it gives people a better idea of what these guys are capable of. I think there's a lot of cabrons running around thinking they can fight, thinking they're tough guys, thinking that, when they're at Applebee's on their fourth twofer, that they could talk some shit to someone like Masvidal. I think they need to know. I actually have a friend who
needs to get calf kicked?
Who? No, he
You
did.
got a friend that needs to be calf kicked. Continue.
Not that needs to get calf kicked, but he did a meet and greet, and a prominent fighter, Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje.
It was almost like you weren't going to say who it is.
I wasn't gonna, but you gotta know the guy's one of the best leg kickers in the game.
Did he get leg kicked by Justin Gaethje?
His friend was like, "Do it, go
Yes.
for it."
I love that.
And he leg kicked him, and I think that it's good. I think I might let one of them do it to me too.
Dude, I'm jealous. If Justin
I'm curious.
Gaethje,
I want to know what that feels like. So when I'm watching that thing, I could turn to whoever I'm watching it with and be like, "I felt that.
Yeah.
It's no fun."
I want Justin Gaethje from inside the clinch too. I want that fucking tight calf kick.
Oh,
that
you
he
want him
throws.
to pull you forward on your lead leg and then kick you tight?
Yes, dude,
No.
he whips that leg around. It's like a fucking low question mark kick to the
Yeah.
fucking calf. The way he whips it around.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense how he's able to get that much power in such a close,
It's like a
distance.
chop.
It doesn't
I would-
make sense.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I would love to
Yeah.
be leg kicked by fucking Justin Gaethje. Same thing with Masvidal. Masvidal fucking calf kicked this kid and he fell immediately.
Yeah, of course he did. Well, I wouldn't let him calf kick me. I'd be like, you can just kick me like in my thigh. You can't calf kick me. Like, that's crazy.
It is crazy, but that kid, that guy's
The
gonna
calf
walk
kick
again
is
in
the
a
most
half an hour.
devastating. Yeah, I don't know, about a half an hour.
Listen,
If
I
he's
don't.
never been kicked and he doesn't know how to position his leg was, was
Yeah, he most
soft.
certainly didn't
It
check
was-
that shit.
No, I mean, that's like getting hit with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Dave, would you let somebody walk up to you and hit you with a baseball bat in the leg? No. But we're confused by the idea it's just a leg. No, a leg attached to that man is a different situation.
I'm totally aware that it's definitely a devastating blow. I wouldn't want to be punched in the eye by one of these guys. But I feel like a calf kick or a leg kick in general is like equivalent to it's not like getting a quick roll in. I was going to say
It's
it's like
nothing like
I was going to be
that.
like, it's like getting a quick roll in with a pro. It's like, and he's just taking it easy. Yeah. I don't have anything against it. And I wouldn't mind being leg kicked at least once.
Yeah, I would. I
Yeah.
think
Same
I would
thing with
take a leg
checking a kick. People should understand that it hurts when you kick somebody and they check it.
Oh hell yeah!
That's what I'm saying. Like, there should be another thing where fighters are out there checking people's kicks. And
Oh, right.
Yeah. So like next time you say something to me about not kicking, like now you know I did try to fucking kick him.
Yeah.
And he keeps checking that shit.
Yeah.
And it fucking hurts. So I'm not gonna fucking kick him anymore. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely it's education. They're teaching the people.
Yeah. I love
They're
it.
teaching people about it. Same thing as when they choke people out and they go out in 6 seconds.
Yeah. You see.
And I'm like, yeah.
You see Greg
That's what
Jones
happens.
choke out your boy, what's his name? The conspiracy theorist who was often right about things but was devastatingly
Jones?
wrong about fucking Sandy Hook. Yeah, you see him choking Alex Jones to sleep?
Craig Jones did?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see
Choked
that.
him right to sleep.
Did he?
Yeah, dude.
Quick?
Alex, yeah, immediate. He put it on slow too, but he went out quick.
Yeah.
He went out. Alex Jones gets up and he's like, "What happened? What? Did I go out? What'd I do?"
Yeah, you went out, dude.
Yeah, he went to sleep.
That's a scary feeling, man.
As expected.
You know, when you see somebody go out in the gym, it's scary.
Start picking up their legs, everybody. I heard the leg thing isn't even the best way to this is not the way you're supposed to recover somebody.
To be honest, man, you just got to let him reboot and get blood back up to his brain.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really it. But, it's crazy because if you're sparring and there's nobody watching, I mean, you're just sparring. You're hoping that your training partner, that's the amount of trust that you put in a training partner, is that you trust them that they're going to stop choking you. If you're out, you can't tap.
No.
Imagine they just keep on choking you. You got to trust them that they're going to pay attention to your body and how you're reacting and that you're no longer conscious and they'll let you go instead of killing you by accident.
Yeah, no, 100%.
What else we got? Let's see. Should we catch up on this chat real quick?
Sure. Catch up on the chat.
Let's see. Yeah, see what's he playing? Bottom dogs. Oh, hold on, man. You skipped Dave saying that was some good singing. Can't even front.
Oh, I missed that. I'm
Come
sorry.
on, man. I was out here going in. The one good thing about COVID, Jeffy wasn't popular. And then Daniel says everyone's tough when they with someone. Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, what about the slap show with Dana White? He's talking
I
about
hate the fucking slap shit.
that shit is terrible.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of
terrible.
it. I mean, I watch clips of people being smacked on Instagram, but I don't want to watch. I'm not sitting down with my boys to watch them smacking each other. I don't got anything like. If other people watch it, it is what it is. I'm not saying anybody's dumb or anything like that. I just don't.
I am.
It's
If
not-
you watch that religiously, you're dumb.
It's just
I'm
not.
gonna say it.
There's so much more. There's so much better, like combat sport, like programs that you could watch. That's infinitely more entertaining than these two dudes or girls that smack each other and aren't even allowed to fucking defend themselves. They're just sitting there getting smacked. I don't know. There's just so many other things. I'd rather watch. You ever seen that fucking car jujitsu or car grappling when they're both dudes are in the front seat? And I know you've watched this. I'd rather watch that. Two dudes in the front seat of a car that's got like the roof cut off of it, right? It's like a convertible.
Nah, it's closed.
Oh,
completely.
you're right. It's closed.
But
It's
they have cameras everywhere.
There's cameras everywhere. They got the seatbelts on.
Yeah.
And then somebody goes, fight. And they unclick their seatbelts and fucking fight inside of a car. I'd rather watch that than watch Slapfest or whatever it's called. What's it called?
Power slap.
Power Slap, excuse me.
I'd actually rather watch the WNBA.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the WNBA than watch some guys slap each other with no defense. I mean, what's their demographic? What's the demographic? Who is it? Is it NASCAR?
How are you even good at that shit? Like, what makes somebody really good at it? Like, what are the attributes? If there was like a fucking video game, like, what would their attributes be that make them a really good fucking slapper or slappy?
I think it would have to be like hand weight, bone density, neck thickness, that kind of stuff. You know, because wait until, I think there was like one Samoan dude I saw that was smacking the hell out of everybody. Wait until they get their hands on this in like the Polynesian islands. They're going to come over and start tattooing people with their palm.
Yeah,
they're going to start sleeping dudes. Wait until they're like, wait a minute. I can make almost as much as like a first year NFL contract and I don't have to try out every year. Oh, I'm smacking the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, you kidding me? If they get one of those guys like the arm wrestling guy with the huge hands, you ever seen that guy?
Yeah, with the hawks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude's
bro.
got the biggest fucking hands. He starts smacking somebody, it'd be crazy. Y'all wouldn't do it? No, I don't want to be smacked and not be able to defend myself.
Yeah.
I don't mind being smacked, but I want to be able to fucking at least try to fucking stop somebody from smacking.
I'll
me.
probably throw a punch.
I
I
don't
can't be
wanna be
there.
smacked,
I can't be there.
If you guys ever slap them in before, pause. Wheelchair basketball in the city. Personally, I go second in real life, so it could so you could take it. Pause.
Do you want me to
I've
redo
never been
that?
dropped. You know what it is? I can't. You see the heart?
Drag it up a little bit.
Is that what you do? I can't.
Yeah.
It's covered. I can't drag it up. Look,
Yeah, because get an iPhone. So
I can't see. It's covered. Like the text is covered.
personally, I go second in real life. So it's if you could take it. Pause. I've never been dropped before. So, well, you know, you never been dropped before. You've never been smacked by a big Samoan. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, is he saying that he goes second in real life? Like he's a part of this slap fiesta?
I don't think so. I think that sounds like a domestic situation.
Yeah. I feel like
I'm just kidding.
being like, yeah, no, now that you mention it, there's some fucking wives of police officers out here that could dominate this sport, and they just don't know it.
Yo, 110%.
They
They
just,
have no
they just
idea.
haven't been given the fucking opportunity.
They never get put out.
Yeah.
Never ever. They'll be like the greatest chin
Yeah.
in power slap history.
You see your boy Biden's putting in some like new fucking rules. I love how they could just do this. They just tell companies what they can and cannot do. There's like a new rule coming out that credit card companies can't, like, there's a maximum on the amount of money they could charge in late fees. So if you don't pay your fee, like I think it's like currently they charge like, I don't know because I don't fucking pay my bills late. But the article I was reading said it's anywhere from $35 to $50 for a late fee. And it's going to go down to $8. Yo, these motherfuckers made $14 billion in late fees last year. 14 B with a big B, capital B, billion.
You know what that makes me think? Pay your bills on time, you bums. Pay your bills on time, you bums.
Now it's going down. It's going to be $8.
Examine your financial situation. He's only doing this before election season. Like, that's the only reason he's doing this. This is nonsense. Anybody's going to undo this. Like, you can't do this. You can't do this to a company that's lending money out. Given, I've run up credit cards and stuff like that, and I paid them off and run them up and paid them off. But I understand what it is when I'm entering that contract, that it's going to be 20% interest, it's going to be 18% interest, 16% interest. You understand what that is, you know? And even if I've ended up running up a card and being like, damn, this costing me a lot of money to get it back down, I still expect to pay it. I don't expect to not pay it. And to not pay your bill on time, even if you've got a $10,000 balance, your payment's only going to be a couple $100. Like, if that's the case, you're just deciding not to pay your bill.
Yeah.
It's typically bums that just don't pay their bills.
Yeah, no, listen, you're right about that. It leaves like this double-edged sword, right? Where you're kind of like, should the credit card companies benefit like so much from this? Because they're saying that they need to have these fees to incentivize the public to pay the fucking credit card bill on time.
I agree that they do, because
their concern is for the people, and it's not that, you know, they want to charge all this money. It's that it incentivizes people to pay their bill on time.
Yeah, that's what incentivizes them. If they don't, I mean, it's the same as, you know, any bank charges a late fee. Go ahead and pay your car loan late. They're going to charge you a late fee.
Yeah.
Return your goddamn library book late. They're going to charge you a late fee.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what everybody does. That's what it is. Without some kind of a penalty, I mean, the government itself charges you a late fee for not paying your parking ticket.
Yeah, no, and they're not going to take it away completely. And this might not even come to fruition, because they're already saying that the banks are going to be, you know, lobbying against this. But there will be a fee. It's just going to be reduced significantly.
I mean, when does this go into effect? Do we know?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I just think that he's doing this for the wrong reason. He's doing this for the wrong reason, and that's the reason it's gonna backfire. I feel like this is the kind of way that he thinks he's going to combat the shoplifting epidemic or something like that.
Dude, the shoplifting shit is crazy.
Yeah, people are just going in. Yo, I saw a guy the other day on Twitter or something where he had a blowtorch and he was just melting the plastic covers that conceal all the expensive makeup and the razors and stuff. He was just melting it off. He had a blowtorch and he was burning the shit off while people are watching him.
That's crazy.
And nobody's doing anything to him.
Bro, there's a bunch of businesses that have like left these places, like San Francisco. Is it San Francisco or San Diego?
San Francisco. It's like you mean like the real shithole?
Yeah.
The real shithole?
Yeah, where
San
like,
Francisco.
Yeah. There's like so many companies that were out, like huge companies that are everywhere in the world that are just leaving there because it's just not worth it because they're losing so much money.
Yeah, they can. I forget what company it is, but they closed all their stores in California. They closed every single one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're not making any money, people are just stealing your shit. And then there's nobody that's stopping them from stealing your shit. I watched a video of a guy going to the Apple store the other day, and this motherfucker was just yanking phones off the fucking display.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't even know you could do that shit. I didn't think that, like, if you yank that thing enough, like, I would figure that thing would be bolted down, you know? He was just out there yanking these phones that aren't going to work in half an hour, which is weird, right? Why are you going to steal that phone? Y'all ain't going to get it to work.
Yeah.
Like, you're not the guy that's going to fucking, you know, crack that shit and unlock it.
Yeah.
You know, the guy going in there to steal it.
You seen those people go in and steal $50,000 worth of Gucci shit?
Would they steal 2 purses?
No, they took a bunch of luggage.
Oh, okay.
Dude, they
that's
were
cool,
just
yeah.
walking out. Just walking down the street.
Yeah.
Just walked right out. I was like, wow, bro, there's what are you guys doing? Dude, did you see the In-N-Out Burger? They closed the location in Oakland, California. They've never closed the location ever. They closed the location to because of the crime.
That's crazy. Yeah, California's all kinds of fucked up.
And they're talking about that psycho that ruined that state, Gavin Newsom. They're talking about having him run for president. They're about to, I'm telling you, this is going to be the play. They're going to pull Biden because he's old, senile, and stupid as hell. And they're going to pull him out and they're going to stick that guy in. And that guy is a super villain. He is American Psycho in real life. You ever see that Christian Bale movie?
Yeah.
That is Gavin Newsom. 110%. He is Christian Bale, American Psycho. 110%. What else we got? You know we're over the hour.
We're over the hour. I was just going to say that. And I was going to, before we fucking, I don't want to fucking wind you up too fucking tight when we start talking about politics.
Nah, not talking about politics. I just love America and I want to save
America.
I just want to keep it America, man. They're trying to make it something else and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Bring back the heavies.
Yeah, bring back,
Yeah, let's get some more bald eagles flying around. You know?
Man, come on, man. America, man. I want to hear this. Listen, stand for the pledge, man. Take your hat off. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking go ahead.
You know what I
Lead us in
mean?
our fucking prayer. All right, listen.
Proud to be an American.
Yeah, At
least I know I'm free.
Mass is a Nun podcast, episode 190. Thank you for everybody who joined us tonight. We appreciate everybody who participated in the chat. Justin's going to give the outro. I started the outro because if I didn't, we'd still be here chanting American anthems. So here I'm starting it. I'm handing it off to Justin.
Thank you so much, Berto. I appreciate you, man. I took that baton like a champion. Pause. But I took that.
You took that like Meek Mill.
Baton like champion.
Pause.
So, yes, Mass and None Podcast, episode 190. We appreciate everybody that tuned into the live episode, everybody that jumped in the chat, contributed some ideas, some concepts. We do appreciate you guys. That's our favorite part of the episode is when we get to engage with the chat and engage with guests, which we are going to have more guests coming up very shortly. We have some on the horizon. But we do appreciate when everybody's able to join the live chat and watch the actual live episode, whether on here, right here on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, whichever one you prefer. And if you can't watch the video version and participate in the chat live, we want you guys to go ahead to your favorite audio podcast platform and listen to the audio version of the podcast. That's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, Stitcher, Podbean, iHeartRadio, wherever you find your favorite audio podcasts. And if you don't find us on your favorite preferred audio podcast platform, Berto,
go over to the Discord, join the Discord, talk to Justin about his sweater, and then harass us until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform.
That's right. And if you're somebody that appreciates a platform like Rumble, good sweater. I like that. A platform like Rumble, our episodes get loaded up on there after the fact as well. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button or that follow button on Rumble because we cannot go live on Rumble as a simulcast with our other three platforms until we hit 1,000. Is it 1,000 or is it?
I think it's 100.
100?
I don't know.
Just get on there and subscribe. The more subscribers we get and followers we get on Rumble, the sooner we'll be able to live stream on there at the same time. Make sure you guys have another opportunity to watch us.
And somebody find Twiz and bring him back here. He's somewhere lost with Ryan Garcia.
That's right.
We're missing Twiz. We miss you, Twiz.
Twiz, we love you, man. Twiz will be back soon. Waiting on him. So that's what we got. Mass This and Up Podcast, episode 190. We're out.
Dun, 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 dun.